Pete is an SE and CR P-class locomotive who was rescued from Fensworth scrapyards by chance. After proving himself as a useful asset to the company, Mr. Turner offered him a surprise.
Pete, since you've proved yourself to me, I think it is only fair if you get to choose what livery you'd like to be painted in, just like Nate.
Well, if that's alright with you, sir, I'd like to be painted in my Railway Operating Division colours, as a reminder of my friends who served under that company with me.
Very well, Pete. I respect your decision, and it shall be done. Speaking of done, I need to go talk to the L&ER Board of Directors about finalizing payment for a new engine. See you later, Pete.
2 weeks later, after Fensworth was repaired, Pete emerged from the works in a pastel green livery, with the letters ROD and the number 5753 painted on his sides.
Wow, this really takes me back to me days on the Railway Operating Division before returning back to the SECR.
Well, I hope you like it. Now, Pete, I'd like you to head to Shark Harbor, please. Trevon and Phil are in need of your assistance.
Excuse me, sir, but I thought Nate was supposed to help them.
Admittingly, he was until he was involved in a shunting accident caused by faulty points and, well...
Oh, my buffer beam feels sore. Curse those faulty points!
Oh, I hope he'll be alright. Anyways, I'll be glad to help. Wait, did you say Shark Harbor?
Yes? Why?
Don't you mean Wington Harbor, sir?
No, I sent them there to test out the harbor on the extension. Theodore, Cliff, and Lisa are taking care of Wington Harbor.
Wasn't one of those engines on loan?
Originally, but I decided on having Theodore officially be bought.
Alrighty, on me way, sir.
As Pete headed towards the new harbor, he couldn't help being a little worried.
I've never actually worked in a harbor before. I really do hope I can be useful while I'm there.
When Pete arrived, he saw Trevon and Phil arguing.
Phil, you were supposed to keep the flat trucks on siding 1.
I had to leave them on the second siding to get coaches for the passengers disembarking the ship.
Well, ain't that great? Now the yardmaster will have a field day with us, Phil.
Well, it's not like we can do everything by...
Hey Phil, hey Trevon, need any assistance?
Oh, Pete, thank goodness you came. We do need a reliable engine to help us with the work here.
I must admit, for a new harbor, it's doing quite well.
A bit too well, if you ask me. Though I think the three of us will manage it.
Indeed, I was thinking that Trevon could take on the role as station pilot, while myself and Phil can take care of managing the sidings and handling the dock contracts.
Sounds like a good plan.
Mettons-nous à travail.
For the rest of the afternoon, the 3 tank engines got stuck into their work. With Pete's help, the workload in the harbour became a little more manageable. However, I'm sorry to say that the plan soon fell through.
Pete, can you help Marshall with those trucks for Worsdell's next train?
Sure, Phil, just give me a second.
Alright, time to move these empty coaches to the yards.
Come on, Pete. Fall harder. We're barely moving an inch.
What do you think I'm trying to do? I'm not a huge tank engine.
Oh no, I thought you were a horse. Keep pulling.
Things are going so smoothly that we might get all of this work done really...
Trevon, stop!
Wait, what? Driver, apply the brakes. Phil, Pete, move out the way.
Pete, we need to move.
There's no time, Phil. Trevon, stop!
Allez, Salfon, à travail.
Phil, brace for impact.
Vous allez bien, tous les deux?
Yeah. That was horrifying.
My cab was almost ripped off.
Je suis désolé à ce sujet.
Later that evening, the engines were discussing the day's events.
Phew! Working around here is certainly horrifying, yet exciting at the same time. My axle boxes are burning up.
You call that exciting? I'm just glad no one got hurt during that incident. My axles ache due to the amount of work we had to do. I hate to say it, Pete, but we might need another engine.
Je suis d'accord. Maybe with another engine, the work will be more evenly divided and accidents like the one today might not occur again.
My thoughts exactly, Trevon.
The engines jumped as Mr. Turner stood in front of them.
Sir, where did you come from?
My car?
Yeah, we know how you got here, but comment êtes-vous arrivé là?
By walking?
What we're trying to ask is, have you been eavesdropping on our conversation?
Not exactly. I could hear your conversation from the parking lot. I actually wanted to come over and congratulate you guys on your hard work despite the near-miss incident.
Je suis désolé, monsieur.
No worries, Trevon. Luckily, another engine has indeed been acquired.
Really, sir?
Whilst exploring an old line, Lizzie and Cherry found an old tank engine residing in an old shed. Said tank engine has already been sent to the works and should arrive the following morning.
Oh, that's wonderful news, sir. What's this engine's name?
You'll find out tomorrow morning. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good night's sleep.
As Mr. Turner walked away, the engines discussed who the new engine was all night long. The next morning, Pete woke up to find an engine sitting in front of him.
Ah! Who are you?
Sorry about scaring you, mate. My name's Gus. What's yours?
Hello, Gus. I assume you are here to help us with the workload.
Indeed I am, but, I don't know where to start.
Well, I was thinking that you two could work together in the yards, while me and Phil work at stations.
Alright then, Gus. Let's go.
Alright then, lead the way, Peter.
Please don't call me that again.
Alright, Pete, let's go.
Soon, Pete was showing Gus the ropes on shunting.
Alright, Gus. Be careful while shunting trucks, as they can get away from you.
Yes, Pete, I know how to handle trucks. Though, if you want, I could give you some more pointers on how to handle them more efficiently. But that would depend on how the SCER handle their engines, now would it?
What? No! Railway Operating Division engines should already know how to do the jobs they're assigned to.
Suit yourself, I suppose.
Pete was getting on with his work. However,
Ouch. Be careful. I'm not a punching bag.
Sorry.
No!
Oh, not again!
Watch it, you little runt.
Pete, are you sure you're okay? You seem a bit, what's the word, distracted.
Yeah, I'm fine, Gus. Don't worry about it.
Alright, if you say so. But just know I'm here if you need to talk to anyone.
Railway Operating Division engines are capable by themselves. I'm not letting Mr. Turner down.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Pete?
Well, at least I'll try to make it work.
Good enough for me. Joe, stop bothering him.
Well, Marcus, at least I'm concerned with Pete, unlike you.
Well, I'm concerned about my paycheck.
Why do I even work with you?
Who knows?
a few minutes later, Pete was heading to collect a train. However, he was too busy thinking about Gus to pay attention.
That Gus really needs to focus on his work and no one else's.
Meanwhile, Gus was preparing to shunt some trucks.
Alright, I just gotta put you on in siding number 2. Now don't do any tricks, alright?
Suddenly, Gus saw Pete coming towards his trucks.
Pete, look out! Stop!
Wait, what? Driver, brakes! What are you doing?
Mate, I was only shunting.
Well, watch where you're going.
I mean, no offense when I say this, but you were the one who wasn't paying attention, bro. Would you like some help with that?
No, thank you. Please, go away.
Go away. Go away! No. I have to finish shunting these trucks, and then I can go on to my next assignment. Alright?
I'm serious.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you mad.
Is everything okay? Where's Gus?
He went elsewhere. I don't know.
Huh. Well, I just came here to tell you that the harbor master wants you to go and collect a train from Freeham Road. You might need some help. I've heard it's quite long.
Pah! A railway operating division engine can do any job required of them.
Pete, listen, you aren't a heavy goods engine like... what now?
That doesn't matter, mate. I can still handle whatever kind of train is given to me.
Alright, suit yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go help Trevon with station duties.
As Phil hurried, Pete went away to Freeham Road Yards. When Pete arrived, he slowly started marshalling his train together. However, he was still thinking about what he would say to Gus next time they met, that he wasn't paying attention until...
Again, what's with these accidents?
Hey, Pete, do you need any help? Please, how did this happen?
Look, I just wasn't paying attention. It's not that big of a deal.
Not that big a deal. Pete, you do realize that Mr. Turner has to pay for any damages?
Yes, I do. However, I don't think the damage is too severe.
What do you mean by not so severe?
Well, the shed is still standing.
Oh, listen, Pete, I'll help you clean up this mess.
Fine.
Later, once the mess was cleared up, Gus dragged Pete to a shed.
Okay, Pete, listen, we need to talk.
About what exactly?
About these accidents you've been having. It seems to me that you've been distracted by something.
Not really, I'm just trying to get on with my work, like an engine from the railway operating division would do.
About the railway operating division. They seem like the company who took pride more than common sense.
Yes, so that's true. Wait, what?
Yes, according to your behavior, that's exactly what you're showing about them. You do realize in reality that's not really the case, correct?
The railway operating division was equal when it came to pride and common sense.
If that's true, then why are you causing so many accidents under that line?
Because you distracted me multiple times when I told you to leave me be.
Pete, I only supposedly distracted you after the accident because, except for one accident, which, if I hadn't distracted you, we'd both be in the works now.
Oh really? Trevon and Phil could have come over if you weren't here.
That is invalid because you and I both know that they are busy with their own work. Why do you think I was assigned to the harbor in the first place?
To help with the workload.
Exactly. Though I think you don't even know when to ask for help because of your railway operating division pride.
Gus's words made Pete realize the error of his ways.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I do need help now.
Well, even though you caused accidents, you can still make up for it.
Really?
Of course. You need help arranging our train for the harbor?
Well, yes please.
Alright. Let's do it then.
Pete and Gus quickly started to marshal their train together. However, Pete started to notice something.
Hold on, how are you that efficient at shunting?
I shunted a lot back on my own, really, for I was stranded in that shed. In my experience, I was able to pick up new techniques that I can help marshalling trains, taking less time.
Could you teach me them sometime?
I mean, sure, I wouldn't mind.
By the way, I'm really sorry for shouting at you.
Trust me, I understand. Pride can make an engine distracted from reality.
That evening, Pete and Gus arrived back at the harbour with their train. Phil and Trevon were waiting for them when they arrived.
Hey, where have you guys been?
We had to handle most, if not all of your work while you were gone.
I'm sorry, guys. I caused an accident at Freeham Road Yards, which wouldn't have been cleared up sooner thanks to Gus.
No worries, Pete. Sorry for not being around for you two. We'll do our best to make up to you tomorrow.
C'est bon, merci.
Pete, can I ask you something?
Yeah, what is it?
Tell me, what's this railway operating division thing you talked a lot about?
Well, it's a long story. We can talk about that another time.
Just then, Mr. Turner arrived.
Pete, I heard about what happened today, though I can tell you that your issues have been resolved.
Yes, sir, I did.
Since that's the case, we shall say no more about your accidents.
He then turned to Gus.
As for you, Gus, I'm pretty impressed with your work ethic and your willingness to help out others. As a result, I have decided to allocate you and Pete to the Shark Harbor once the extension is complete.
Oh, really? Thank you, sir.
But I also work at other locations. Am I going to be allocated here forever?
What? No, you will still be able to work at those other locations when you are needed, of course. It's mostly Shark Harbor you'll be allocated to.
Alright, sir. I think I can handle that.
From that day on, Pete and Gus were allocated to Shark Harbor permanently, though they were called out to other places when they were needed. As for Pete, well...
Hey, Gus, can you help me with this passenger train?
Yeah, sure, why not, Pete? Anything for a pal? Hey, Pete, I just realized something.
What's that?
You're asking for help now.
Oh, hush you. Haha. It will take me some time to get more used to asking for help, but I think I made a start.
Honestly, my friend, making a start is a great way to start a friendship.
Pete just smiled in agreement.